I know, I'm running late. I am running late. Good morning, Christina. Mac, how you going? I'm actually running just a tad late due to Mac's fuddy-duddiness. Hope you guys can hear me. Can you hear me all right there? Oh, look, buddy, Razer doing stupid shit updates to their shit crap software. Jeez. Good morning, Kane. Good morning, Lixman. How you going with that bridge? Oh. Now we're definitely having some technical issues with the new flight sim update. I can tell you that right now. Ricardo, hello, welcome. Just sound check, everything's done all right. Done with the bridge. You're rolling in cash now. I bet you are rolling in cash, but now I want to play that. All right, so we are rolling with welcome to the stream, Ricardo. We're rolling with some more OnAir now, which is pretty cool. I love that funky music. Anytime. Thanks, Christina. All right, so this is a prime time stream. Doesn't normally happen, does it? Let me just see if I can set my rudder pedals up in the right spot for my old fart back. There we go. All right, so we're just waiting for we're waiting for Mac to get on. And I'm just going to bring Mac up on voice. I'm actually going to enable his voice because I muted him because he's really annoying. There we go. G'day, Mac.
Hey, Mr. Simi.
How you doing, buddy?
Welcome. Real good. We might have to get into a group to make this work on Flight Simulator.
Yeah. Okay, Ricardo. I am on the North Europe server. And the airport that I am at is at the moment is Foxtrot Bravo Kilo November FBKN, and I'll show you what our flight's going to be. I'll type it into chat. Might be a little bit easier. All right, that's our flight plan for starters. We're flying from Foxtrot Bravo Kilo November to Foxtrot Lima Mike November, but it's the Foxtrot Lima Mike November that is east, not the west one, because there's actually two in this area. And then we're off to Foxtrot Lima Kilo. So if you want to jump in, then please feel free to jump in, and I will wait for you guys. What I'm going to do, though, is for some reason my ATC window and all that stuff isn't showing up on here. So, bizarrely enough, it's weird. Like I'm not getting my scroll through there. So I don't know what's causing that, which is a little bit of a problem. But hopefully, I can be bringing all my information up. Let's see. I think scroll lock is ATC window. It's supposed to be, but it's not. Drone is supposed to be the insert button. Let me just check. Drone is definitely the insert button. External view is definitely that. So it's just the ATC window. So anyway, up here you can see I'm online. I'm on the North Europe server. And I just better make sure that my options are set for traffic, real time, multiplayer's on, apply and save. data hasn't changed. A lot of stuff has, a lot of things have changed a little bit in this. So, aviation traffic, that should all be okay. Miscellaneous, got Christina as the co-pilot, as always. Yep, that's all okay. Graphics wise, that's all okay. Everything should be okay. We should be able to get in there. Everybody should be able to get in, no worries. The other thing that I want to do is I want to look at miscellaneous menu. I can't remember what button it is that brings up air traffic control, because I could actually set that. Miscellaneous, toggle fuel pump, skip RTC, request fuel, UI window, display map and nav map. Just setting it all up. Are you coming in, Ricardo? You're going to come in and fly with us? John's probably going to be over at some point as well. Which should be pretty cool. Can't see the ATC window. That's all menu stuff. Display map. New UI window mode. Saw Mac takeoff, but you don't see me. Okay. Okay, because Mac's having the same trouble. Mac's having exactly the same trouble.
I'm in the middle of the night because it won't let me change to day.
It should do. You won't be able to fly here in the middle of the night because we're going into bush. Going into bush stuff. Okay, so you can see me. So definitely the North Europe server. North Europe. I'm online. I wonder what content I actually have ready for an update. Update available. Ah, yeah, I need to update that.
Don't do it. You're going to get Speckeldorfed.
I'm not going to get Speckeldorfed. Okay, just trying to find the key for new multiplayer. Toggle player display players. Should be displaying players. Yours is changing fine. You don't know what's up. Yeah, I think just Max only just installed the update as well. So
you're on live player for multiplayer, and you can change the time?
Yeah, yep. I can't show you how to do it because I can't bring up my top window. Let's see specifications. Actually, I might restart the flight. Restart activity. I'm trying to help menu, display checklist, close menu. I'm trying to find the toggle. Okay, restart. I'll restart the flight. John, how you going? We're just having some just a couple of little
can you see me on the field, sir?
Teething issues. Can't see you anywhere. I can't see you anywhere. For some reason, my nobody can see me, but everybody can see each other. General options. Let's have a look. Traffic. See, I've got What's it in? What's it in? It's in data. No, it's not in data. Help me out, John. Multiplayer is on. There you go. Multiplayer's on.
Who's in that Kodiak then? Like shoot Tao something.
I'm in a Kodiak. Let me see if I can actually see you guys. Oop. No, can't see anybody here. Can definitely not see anyone here. Okay, so Ricardo's in a Kodiak. All right, that's a little bit weird. And you're definitely at this airport where I am?
Ricardo and I are at Nambia East Air Base, which is F key something N, which you gave us.
FBKN? Yeah, that's where I am as well.
I can see him.
I can't bring my ATC window up or anything at the moment. Don't know what's going on. Let me go out and load back in. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, no, you've got the update 10. G'day, Rail. How you going? You got the update 10, John. How long's that going to take you? Flight conditions, weather and time, live, AI, live traffic, all players. There you go. That's why. That's why. And then I should be able to change. I should be able to change the time down here. There we go. That's it. And there's Mac down there. Okay.
What is our target airport, sir, or landing?
I put it in showing two. Our first one's Foxtrot Lima, Mike November, and that's going to be the one to the east of where we are, not the one to the north.
Oh my God, Simi, the new Garmin lets you type.
There we go. I had to restart. There we go, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move out of the way. Ah, nice. You're in the Kodiak, Ricardo. Beautiful. All right, and there's Mac. Yeah, I had to restart. I basically had to restart to get all that working. Okay, all right. Everything is going quite well. Actually, I need to go into shutdown mode for OnAir.
Hey, Simi.
Yeah, mate.
The Garmin lets you type in instead of use the knobs to put your target airport in.
It's always done that. Didn't you know that?
Yeah, well, mine just changed.
All right, we are shut down. Beautiful. All right, perfect. Ricardo, do you have voice? And if you do you want to? Yeah, it shouldn't take long, John. We'll fly to the first. We'll fly to the first destination. Do you have voice, Ricardo? And if so, do you want to join us on the Discord? Because if you come in and you go into general chat on our Discord channel, then Christina will be able to drag you into the streaming channel. It's up to you. All right. So anyway, now we're getting to this point. Let's have a look at this. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna need to load. We're gonna need to load all of that information there. We're gonna need to do a bit of fuel as well. So I think we might go. Yeah, 67 should be all right. Okay, gross weight 6,546. 6,546 on the Kodiak. That's in pounds. That's our gross weight. Got a payload of 1,172. Everything's good there. Just scribbling all of this down as I go. Because I'm an organised Timmy. Let's validate that fuel and payload. Excellent. Your son just broke your headset 2 days ago. No! No! Oh, don't you hate that when that happens? Okay, beautiful. So if we fly now, and start tracking this flight. There we go, perfect. Okay, now this is where it's gonna get interesting, because there's two of these airports on here, so strangely enough. All right, lovely. Let's start getting this thing fired up, shall we? Okay, master battery on. Alternator 1 on. We're going to pull number 3. We turn that off, let that all sort itself out. Okay, fuel's in there, fuel is on there. Everything's good there. Let's throw our beacon light on. Ready for startup. Park brake is on. Bring our throttle in just a little bit there. And fuel pump on. Starter on. Ignition on. Probably should have fired that up. Let's get to 12%. We're at 12%.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Wait for 50% on the NG. I'm using, hi Joby, I've actually got it set to DirectX 9 at the moment. I was using DirectX 12, but I heard that there was a few problems. Okay, 50 on the NG. We can bring our starter off, our generator off, bring the fuel pump to standby. Avionics bus 2 is on. Safari wings, perfect choice, Ricardo. You're already wrapped in blankets, you're not going anywhere. When did I become organised? Never. Heading 353. I'll show you what it is in a sec. I'm gonna fire it up in this. Okay, lovely. Let's go into our flight plan. Our origin is Foxtrot Bravo Kilo November, which is Nambia East Air Base. We won't worry about a runway at this point in time. And our destination, now this is the interesting one. Our destination is because there's actually two. There's one across in Zimbabwe, FLMN. Lavoa is down that way.
My little nav map says it's 385 nautical miles away.
Yeah, strangely enough, I'll show you on this. If we have a look at this, oh, you won't be able to see that. You won't be able to see that. Strangely enough, there's one to the northeast. Over near, if you start heading towards FLKK. That's strange. There's actually two in the database, strangely enough. There's one in Zambia.
Some more OnAir now,
Hey,
which is pretty cool.
there we go.
I don't know if I'm sophisticated to find the right one.
Who was that voice? Yeah, okay, so it's if you head direct to FLKK, if we head direct to FLKK, it's on the way. So it's just a little airstrip. So if we head direct to FLKK, which is Lusaka International, runway none. Alright, so that should be okay. So that'll be our direct flight route. And if we had a look at that flight route, then if I get rid of that flight plan, then it's actually about here. This other airport is actually about here. So I'll show you guys where it is when we get there. It's absolutely still doing NeoFlies, Joby. Absolutely. Just been caught up doing some other stuff as well. So now, if you go into the flight plan and you click on, you can actually get weather now. Strangely enough, just going to bring that throttle down.
Simi, there's the FL Nancy Mike that's on that flight plan, and the other one's FL Mike Nancy.
FL, yeah, Foxtrot Lima Mike November is the selected waypoint weather. I thought, oh no, because mine hasn't been updated, so I can't. I don't think. Hard surface, runways 10 to 28. ILS runway 10. So we do have all the frequency information in here. Do we have weather? I'm just going to be messing around with this for a little bit.
think to keep everyone on the same page, we might consider picking a different airport.
No, I just told you, just fly directly to Foxtrot Lima Kilo Kilo. And that'll, and we fly over this airport that we're going to. I can't because it's a NeoFly flight, so. Alright, let's go back to our flight plan. No weather at this strip? No, I think we'll just take off from, we'll probably take off from 10, I reckon. Actually, we'll see what traffic says. Let's see what traffic says. And that'll give us a...
Foxtrot Bravo, Kilo November Traffic Hotel Whiskey Lima is taxiing to runway 10.
Hi, Spec. Yeah, runway 10. So Foxtrot Lima Kilo Kilo, fly direct to that, and you can just follow me into this runway that we're going to. All right, we're going to fly to 4,000 feet. So might throw that on there. Uh, 7,000, my apologies, 7,000 feet. There we go, 7,000 feet. We'll go into flight level change mode. And we're going to climb out at 101 knots. There we go. We're already at we're already at 3,000. Yeah, yeah, which is the joy of flying in Africa here. So we're going to fly to 7,000. We're going to take off on runway 10 and do a left turn to intercept our track. At the moment we are 6,500, so 6,500 pounds at 3,000 feet. 6,500 pounds. It is currently 23 degrees outside, so 25 degrees at 3,000 pounds, 1,490 on the torque. Kenny, Papa, thank you so much, buddy. How you going? How are you, mate? It's 1,490, 1,500 on torque. How you doing, Papa? All right, let's get our taxi lights on, our navigation lights, our strobe lights. Actually, we're going to put our landing lights straight on today because we're basically taxiing out onto the runway anyway, so everything else is okay. Air conditioning is set. Lovely. We are ready to go. You forgot to swap. Yeah, no worries. All right, lovely. We're ready to go. Let's park brake off. We'll taxi out to runway 10. We'll sync up our heading. 5 degrees flaps. So with our current weight, that's better. Perfect. Thanks, mate. Thank you so much for the super chat. Going to give ourselves as much runway as we possibly can. How you been, mate? You working hard? Rail's going to be pretty happy. He was only saying last night how much he misses you when we were streaming last night on Construction Sim. There he is. Told ya. All right, lovely. Okay, we'll stop here. We will sync our runway heading. Our GPS track is to the right. Let's just bring that in a little bit so we can see what we're doing. I'm going to bring the flight plan off. I didn't update the NXI, so prop on Rich. We're going to bring our torque up to 1500 for takeoff. Just double check, flaps are at 20, perfect, ready for takeoff. 1500 on the torque. Which is right about there, that'll do. And we are ready. Oh, I need to bring our trim back a little bit. Probably to about there with a little bit of nose down. And we need a little bit of right rudder trim as well. Bit of nose down. And off we go. Oh. Only bad things? No, no bad things. Okay, and we're rolling. Airspeed's active. We're at 50 knots. And our rotate speed. And up we go. Beautiful.
Airborne time logged.
Our rotates.
Who doesn't have push to talk on, because I'm hearing myself coming back through as well. Juna, thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciate it very, very much. Welcome to the channel. Oh, come on. Come on. What are you doing, aircraft? I need to reset my rudder trim. There we go. That's a little bit better. Thank you very much. Autopilot on, altitude on, and heading on. Bring our heading around. There we go, lovely. So we should be on flight level change, but we're not. Flight level change, 94 knots. And 101 knots on the way out. We're over on the torque. Gonna bring the over on the NG. Gonna bring that over a little bit. Streamlabs, yeah, I've got to remove Streamlabs completely, Papa. Now that I've gone to YouTube. Okay, I'm just going to bring my heading around, and then we're going to intercept our track there. There we go, lovely. Join in the general chat on in Discord, and Christina will drag you into into our chat, into the stream chat, John. They're still doing like 100 jobs, still working 100 jobs, Papa. All right, beautiful. Hey, you guys going good? Chuck Norris in the back. There you go, Max up in the air. Can't see Ricardo anywhere. Where are you, Ricardo? Had engine trouble for... Oh, no. You'll be able to catch up, though, won't you? All right, lovely. Now we're established in our climb. Let's... Kasane approach.
Kasane Approach Hotel Whiskey Lima is type 5 miles east of Foxtrot Bravo Kilo November, 6,100 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Hotel Whiskey Lima, Kasane Approach. Squawk 6
6467. Code 6467. And ident.
Hotel Whiskey Lima radar contact 6 miles east of Foxtrot Bravo Kilo November 6,700 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Maintain on navigation.
Okay, lovely.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace, Hotel Whiskey Lima.
Okay, so for this flight, in this temperature, we're at 16 degrees. With our current weight, we should be sitting on about 2,200 on the NP, on the RPM. 2160 should be alright, and 1410 on the torque should be okay, and everything should be good. Lovely. How's your engine trouble going, Ricardo? Have you sorted it out? It works, so you have to keep the sound off, but you want to come show some love. Yay! FLMN. So if you're going into FLMN, it depends on whether it's the one over near Nakambala. It should be Nakambala Airport. Should be the one that you load into, John. All right, it's nice to be up again. It is nice to be up again. Let's have a little bit of a fiddle with this thing and see how we go.
How far is this airport, Simi?
How far? It's practically all the way to FLKK. So it's not very far. It's about 10 nautical miles from there. So if you just stick with me, you should be all right. Map settings, enter that. North above, yep, I like that. Topo scale on, yep. Let's go back. Just got to work out whether this is actually updated or not. I don't know whether it's actually updated. Because technically, what we should be able to do is we should be able to check our waypoint weather. So we should be able to hit that. And we should be able to check the weather on there. We've got the approach, but we don't have weather. And there should be weather there because it's an international airport. So... Interesting. But at least it's given us the frequencies. Press flight plan key to view the previous page. Last famous words.
Hotel Whiskey Lima contact with Saka Center on 120.5. Good day.
1205.
for Hotel Whiskey Lima.
All right. Beautiful. It's nice to be flying again. Blimey.
Lusaka Center, Hotel Whiskey Lima, 7,000 feet.
Whiskey Lima Lusaka Center altimeter 29er decimal 9er 7 continue as planned.
Excellent, lovely. I'm just going to have all the flight plan stuff up in this window from now on when I'm flying. Takes away from a little bit of the immersion, but
Good day, boys. How we doing?
howdy, howdy, howdy. How you doing?
It was a long day, so I'm glad to finally be back doing something I like to do.
Yeah, it's always nice, isn't it? It is always nice doing that. Okay, so I wonder if I can bring up my little nav map window. This is the confusion that we're having, right? So if I bring up my little nav map window, no, it's not doing it. It won't bring up my little nav map window. If I bring up OnAir Manager, maybe. It won't do that either. Okay, hang on a sec. If I just grab that for a sec. So here's my little nav map window. Now there is an FLNM out here somewhere. And there's one right here. As you can see right there, FLMN. So there's one there, which is on our way to Lusaka International. And then there's one up here somewhere. So it's actually this one over near Lusaka International Airport, just sort of northwesty kind of Nega Nega or Nega Nega. We're following because it seems like you have the wrong. Yep, that's exactly right. And you know what? The funny thing is, the in-game GPS will only bring up the one up north here, not that one over there. So I had the same. Here we go. Look, you got FLNM there, and where is the other one? It's up here somewhere. So I don't know why there's a double up. I don't know whether it's because of some issue with maybe it's some issue with flight sim, maybe. I don't know.
I'm trying to sort it on live, a little nav map, and I think.
There we go. Sort that out. Get you over to there. Okay, we'll keep our eye on everything. Fuel quantity's good. Everything's still in the green. NG's below 102. ITT is below 710. Torque is sitting at 1420. That is good. And I think we're going to go into our nav mode now. Nav mode. Once we leave from this airport and head over to the international one, I'm pretty sure the next flight won't be so bunged up in regards to destination because we won't have an airport double up. So. All right. Currently our wind is coming from. We've got a 16 knot headwind at 062. So I'm guessing that we're probably going to end up landing on runway 10. Let's have a look. Okay, so the airport is at about 4,000, is at 3,247 feet in elevation. Nearest meta shows 110 at 9 knots. So 110 at 9 knots. So we'll be coming in on runway 09, I think. Yeah, runway 09 is what we will be coming in on. So we'll be descending down to 4,200 feet before our final turn into 09, so that should be alright. So if you guys just follow me, and I will give you, I will actually give you guys headings. So we should be heading at 057 now. Which our current heading is 054. Well, it says we should be heading at 057. We'll just leave it on what we're on. Might just go into heading mode. Alright, perfect. Perfect. Really, really is a beautiful aircraft, this one. I love it so much. See if we can oh yeah, there's the boys there.
I hope you all see me on the ground as you approach here.
Probably will, actually. You in the correct airport now, though?
I believe so. I've triple checked.
Cool. Yeah, because as I said, there's like a double up. Oh yeah, I haven't put I always forget to put my bloody yaw damper on. Always.
Which server are we playing on?
European. North Europe.
Okay.
Simi, I may be too much of a novice to land at a place that I can't find on my NAS.
You'll be right, because you'll see me on the ground anyway. So you'll know exactly where it is, because you'll see me on the ground. Hotel Whiskey Lima. It's nice to be back in the Kodiak. I haven't flown the Kodiak for a while. Man, I always forget that, Ricardo. All the time. I always forget. Okay, perfect. All right, so we go back into here for a sec. We'll check what's going on.
Ricardo, what's your current flight speed?
When I'm close, oh yeah, okay. So what's mine? I'm currently sitting at 149 knots. Heading at 057 degrees and sitting at 7,000 feet.
Mac is 5'7", trying to get to 170 knots, cruising right at 7,000 feet.
Wacky Macky, 151. My ground speed is... What is my ground speed? Where is my ground speed readout on this? Yeah.
Is that top EAS?
Let's turn that off. Map options. Topo. Not that we need to worry about topo too much. Ground speed is 153. Alright, beautiful. Hopefully we'll have, yeah, just sitting up there. Hopefully we'll have, hopefully my FMS will have been updated by the time, a little bit later on, because it wasn't updated, so my NXI, and you have to actually update the NXI for it to update in add-on aircraft, and I didn't do that.
I broke my little nav maps. It's inundated with data. The screen is filled and I can't back any of it out.
How'd you manage that?
Pressed a button.
You pressed the button. Press the button. Of course. This is actually a pretty long flight, this one. So, it's actually a very long flight. Which is why it's worth 29 grand to me and my company. So...
Kind of fixed little nav maps at least.
Mac, what's your ground speed, mate?
I think that's the TAS, and it's 183 knots.
Your ground speed's on your see on your MFD, and it's just up in the top left-hand corner where it says GS. See where I'm showing on the stream?
No, I'm not playing your screen because you'll get a bleed out. Like you hear yourself on my thing.
You've got push to talk on though, don't you? Oh, yeah.
I do. GS 166 knots.
166. Wow, you got a good ground speed. How you doing, Robbie? How are you, mate?
Simi, what is PAS then? 184 knots.
True airspeed. Yeah, we're actually just doing a flyover, Robbie, and just dumping all of the materials out the back of the aircraft. So we're just going to fly over the terminal and drop all of our materials down there. There's a little patch of water, or what is it sitting over there? I don't know. It's a shame we don't have Christina in the co-pilot seat today. That sucks.
Simi, can you confirm we're headed to Nakambala Airport?
That is correct. Nakambala Airport is correct.
I got this then.
All right, which is still like 185 nautical miles away from where we are. It's probably about 175, I think. Because that's giving me FLKK. So... What are you up to today, Robbie? I've got to slowly bleed out those Streamlabs notifications telling Tiff about me getting a ride on the crane. Yeah, that was actually pretty awesome. I should post that screenshot. I took some nice screenshots up there, Robbie. Very nice screenshots up there. I'm running a little astray of our GPS track there because I'm bringing us into the for a right-hand turn into runway 09. That was actually a really cool stream last night, doing all the doing the construction sim with us all doing that job. It was brilliant. We did a mighty fine job, mighty fine. We've got a massive headwind too. We've got a 19 or 20 knot headwind flying this way, so
Mr. Simi, I may be altering my course to come in on a 10-mile final.
yeah, I've set a bit of a course to bring me in for a right turn into final, as opposed to running straight into the airport. You can't even, no, it's not. It won't be in your nearest, Ricardo. It's not showing up in the flight sim database on the GPSs, unfortunately. So
Yeah, Mr. Ricardo, you might download little nav maps sometime. It's a really cool program, and it gets you out of a jam, and it gives you a lot of extra information that flight sim doesn't cover.
although the massive updates to the G1000 are pretty good. See if I can bring the window up for you again, Ricardo. Hey, can you see the stream window? So you can see where we've headed from over here. You can see just over here. So there's Lusaka City. Just over here is Nakambala Airport, which is FLMN. It's registering as FLMN. So you got Lusaka City Airport right there, and just to the southwest is Nakambala, but it's only like a little airstrip, and it's sort of north of FLMZ. So hope that sort of kind of gives you a rough idea on where it is. We do have a ways to go. We've got about 100 and what is it at the moment? Let's do a measure. Where's my measure tool? I've got to find my measure tool. So we're actually inside an airspace for this as well. Osaka UTA, Livingston CTA, Sector B. Where's my measuring tool? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Can't find where it's gone now. Tools. No. Huh. There was a measure tool in here somewhere. Measure. Here we go. So if we measure distance from here to here, we've got 125 nautical, 124 nautical miles to go. 124 nautical miles.
Nakumbala Airport sends another number 42 tree might pop into the part runway G with pattern.
You doing circuits, mate?
I've got time to kill and a beer to empty.
Why not? Why not? Well, considering we're 125 nautical miles away, you might as well. I'm good, thank you, Robbie. How are you, mate? Did you enjoy last night? Was it fun? I really enjoyed it. It was absolutely awesome. So what I forgot, John, I didn't update the NXI in the Microsoft store before I started the flight and before I fired everything up, so I don't think I've got the updated NXI in this yet.
That's not the Caravan, right?
No, this is the Kodiak. If it was the Caravan, it just default updates to the new one. So, Farmer, how you doing, buddy? Wow, we've had Papa, we've got Papa Ken on, we've got Farmer on. The family's back together. The family is back together.
What's up, Papa? What's up, Farmer?
Papa can't hear us. He's got his sound turned off because he's at work. He's watching from work. So, how's Mrs. Farmer? How are you, Farmer? Hope everything is well. Hope work's going well.
Do y'all know if this update would have messed with like the Piper mod or the Mooney or anything?
Not that I'm aware of. I know that it messed with the analog caravan mod. I know that. Not that I fly the analog caravan mod, but I know that it messed up with that. I haven't tried flying the Warrior since the update. It doesn't seem to have messed with the Kodiak any. So the only thing is any add-on aircraft until the devs of the aircraft update it, then you still have to have the downloaded G1000 NXI, because they don't change default to that. So you just leave them work now. My goodness, it's late, isn't it?
Just a heads up that this is a grass field and can be quite difficult to spot in the air, but it is right next to a big old corn circle.
Big old corn circle, lovely. We'll just land on the corn circle. You clocked in at 5:30 a.m. and it's now 9:40. But you must be rolling in it in the old smash, Farmer. Hello, Mama. How you doing? You didn't ruin my construction project. You're a bit dangerous on that crane, Robbie, but... Bit dangerous. That's a long day, Farmer. Are you working those long days all the time, or what? Okay, lovely.
I had a computer crash.
Oh, really?
And I'm trying to start over and accelerate time to get back up with Ricardo, but I can't make it accelerate. I think it's because it's multiplayer.
You can accelerate in multiplayer.
This sim doesn't really recognize multiplayer and single player as individual things. It's all kind of the same load.
Yes, yes they are. Usually 8 to 10 hours a day. Have you been well? How's the farm going, farmer? What are you flying at the moment, Mum? Are you still doing lots of flying? I've just got to go take a phone call. I will be back in a sec, guys. I'm not going to pause the stream.
And traffic says that the number 423 Mike Papa on final to land on the 09er.
I don't think you can accelerate time on a multiplayer where it's not working.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Can see John out there now. So we're getting pretty close.
I can see your name tag.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try this one.
Right. Cool. I got to say, John, the Kodiak taking off in the Kodiak after update 10 seemed to be like all the flight dynamics have apparently changed on flights in update 10. So hi Tiff, how you going? Wind down, you going? See you, Robbie. Thanks, mate. Have a good night. Getting old for these long days, I bet you are, mate. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Christina and I were talking about how bloody old we feel the other day, weren't we, Christina? Seriously. So yeah, so the sim update 10, apparently it's changed all the weather dynamics and stuff on the ground. Apparently there was a bug in Flight Sim where once you got down to the ground, then the wind wouldn't affect, or once you got below a certain level, the wind wouldn't affect your aircraft and stuff, which didn't make sense to me, but apparently now your ground handling has changed a whole lot as well because of the wind. So it's your fault. It's your fault he's turning us off, Tiff. But it definitely felt stable with the right rudder in when I was taking off. It didn't give the Kodiak didn't give the kick when I took off on the runway. So
That's good. I still haven't flown the Kodiak yet.
do you have it or not?
I do not.
Okay. Trying to 100% Disney Dreamlight Valley before the next update. You don't have a problem? No, you don't have a problem. I'm trying to work out what to get for my DS Lite before I go into hospital, because I'm going to be stuck in there for a few days. All right, it is quite a long flight. It's actually a little bit. It might actually be a little bit. I don't know. I thought bush flying out in Africa would be super fun, and it is. I'm really enjoying it, but it's not really. It's not really a super enticing landscape or exciting landscape to fly in. The weather's always really clear.
Mr. John, am I off your port side?
ETE is probably about,
Yeah, I see.
I'd say about 40 minutes, 35 minutes, maybe less. It's a little bit hard to tell because I haven't got that airport keyed into the flight plan. So let's see. Let's try and
Use
measure it from there.
FL Nancy Mike.
Yeah, that's what I used.
Oh, it started working for me all of a sudden. but I have technical difficulties, so I'm now awaiting you at the next airport.
Yeah, it's actually working now. Okay, so I'm 33 minutes out. I had FLKK in, but now we're close to this. It's actually picking up in the nav software for some reason. No, NM. Yeah, November Mike. Ricardo. DS is outdated and the store's getting perma shut down. Really? No, not a DS, it's a Switch. It's a Switch Lite, sorry. I've got a Switch Lite, Tiff. Sorry. Yeah, it's a Switch Lite. My bad. My bad. And I'm trying to find something decent to play. No, I've got FLNM, Foxtrot Lima November Mike. When I typed it in, did I? No, they're dyslexic. What a dickhead, sorry. Not too far now. Sorry, Ricardo. I don't know. Blimey. Yeah, so if you can suggest any relatively decent game, I'm thinking of getting Octopath. Well, Cass was supposed to be sending me Octopath Traveler for the Switch Lite, but she hasn't sent it through to me yet. I would have liked to have played that. That's exactly right, Christina. You don't usually like the type of game, but you've been absolutely loving Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I will look into it. The fun thing about flying out here is that runways and everything are so hard to find in these little airstrips, which is part of bush flying, isn't it?
That's not my definition of fun.
There's no elephants or giraffes or Macs on the runway when we're coming in here. We've got the easy. No, I don't think I could play Assassin's Creed on it. Which would be good. The problem I have with the The problem that I have with the switch light is I have a lot of trouble seeing the bloody screen. We're all not too bad, just plodding through, continuing on with the Norm farmer. We've got, I'm waiting for approval for an operation and on my back, and Christina's getting old. Mac's still just Mac, seriously.
No, Sim, but the government did come and confiscate all my Simidiom that I had.
Sometimes you cheat and out the visual procedure in the NXI. Yeah, put it in the NXI. Well, that's what the NXI is for, isn't it? Like that's what it's like. Like if I went to flight plan, scroll down to there. No, that's still got FLKK in it for some reason, despite the fact that we're going direct. Can I actually change that? Clear that. Go down. It might actually pick this airport up now. Oh crap. FLNM. Yep, that's the one. Can't believe it's picking it up now. Runway 09. Enter.
I love you to pieces, Simi. You had the M and the N switched at the beginning.
Did I? That's probably why. Procedures. Come on. Procedures, select approach. I don't know whether there will. Visual for 09, enter. Straight or vectors? Vectors. Minimums, Barrow. At final approach fix. Enter that. Obstacle clearance is not provided. There we go. So that should give us a visual on. Huh. There we go. Beautiful. Usually in bed at 9, but you're now just getting dinner. Yeah, because this really didn't leave work until after 9. $8:45. It's 10 p.m. now. Holy moly, Kane. What's been happening in your world anyway, Farmer? The sounds of the aeroplanes making you... Maybe I need to blow up the engine and make it really squealy or something.
When I fly the DA-62, it sounds like my blender.
Like your blender. I might go into nav mode now and see what it's going to do for us for our vectors. 10 PM, you're just relaxing with some Minecraft. You haven't been in Minecraft since we were all playing it, Mama. Getting the pumpkins picked, selling mums, and preparing to plant garlic. Just always busy. Just always busy. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. I'm going to land this flight, and then we're going to fly on our second leg, which is Foxtrot Lima Kilo Kilo, and then I'll probably finish the stream up after that.
That's all right. I got an early day tomorrow, so no complaints here to stay up late.
Well, there you go. I just thought I'd try doing a primetime stream for you guys over there, like an evening stream. I thought it'd be different.
It's awesome. Thank you, Simi.
You're going to move over there, over with Farmer and work for Farmer. I'm coming over to work for Farmer as well, Christina. Your washer was making noise and didn't drain properly, and your blanket's too thick and heavy when soaked. Well, there you go.
Farmer's seen my farming skills. He should be offering me some sort of contract just based on that alone.
The last thing Farmer wants is for his harvester to get stuck in McDonald's drive-through. Thanks, Robbie. Planted 1,000 garlic last year and sold out. You're planting 10,000 this year. My goodness, you do need us all over there to help you, Farmer. That's all right, Kane. You can hang up. You can stay up for a little while. All right, beautiful. Oh, that's strange. There we go. I am very much loving this aircraft, but I do want to get in and do a caravan flight at some point as well. And go and do some more Honda Jet flights.
Honda Jet looks like it would be especially fun to fly around mountains real low level.
It would be. Night, Robbie. Night, Tiff. Enjoy the rest of your evening. You already have contracts to grow 6,000 next year. My goodness. Does that mean at some point in time you're just going to be working on the farm full-time, Farmer? You have 43 million in NeoFly. Really? My God. 43 million, Ricardo. What's your favourite aircraft to fly, Ricardo? Flying the H-Jet on $100,000 flights. There you go, yeah. Hopefully a few more years. It sounds like it's all going really well. How do you plant your garlic? H-Jet. The H-Jet is so cool. I streamed flying the H-Jet one night. It's fantastic. I love it. I'm probably going to work towards that, getting one of those in probably NeoFly, I think. Yeah, that's a fair bit. One clove at a time by hand. And you're putting what, 10,000 in the ground? You said 10,000. Bloody hell. Alright, so let's have a look at our, let's see, straight, we need to be at 4,402, 3,606 on our final approach fix. Oh, who's that? There's an aircraft coming straight at us.
It says in the tree Mike Papa inbound to intercept.
Ah. There we go. I can see you on the G1000. Put 5 tablespoons of garlic powder in your homemade chip dip. 2 days, 1 clove at a time, mate. Oh, man. Skoski! How you doing, mate? There we go. There he goes. Flying over there. Welcome, John. Welcome. Welcome to the formation. Perfect. Get an escort into the thing. I'm 46 nautical miles out now, Ricardo. I'm glad you're good, Skoski. It's nice to see you again, mate. Seems like it was only 9 hours ago or 10 hours ago I seen you. Alright, everything should be okay. So we'll just double check. 4,402. Final approach fix 3,606, which is about 400 above. Alright, lovely. 51 nautical miles, so you're not that far behind me. Been on CES 2022 for a bit. Yeah, I could be playing that as well, but it's nice to be back in an aircraft again. Planted around 15,000 veggie plants this year, and you put every seed or plant in the ground by hand. Wow. I never played 2015, but from what I can see, because I did watch some people play 2015 quite a while ago, I can see that it is probably a lot better. Book 3 of Timmy's Star Wars trilogy at the used bookstore. Ah, so you did well at the used bookstore this morning? Okay, so our next altitude is going to be, well, we'll probably actually put 3,606 in. Well, 3,600 will be okay.
Matt, can you tell me the airport elevation if you're still on the ground?
3,253 feet.
Copy that. Mine shows me at 3,200 as well, for the plus or minus.
Yeah, it's around about, it's supposed to be at 3,247 feet.
Simi, how many miles out were you when you decided to start descending?
I haven't just started descending yet, because I'm still sort of 39 nautical miles out. So a good frame of mind is you want to descend at a 3-degree slope. What is it? So you go ground speed times 5 is your descent rate, and you want to descend 1,000 feet per. So for example, if you're I'm trying to remember the calculation. It's something like you descend a certain amount per nautical miles out, and per 10,000. I can't remember what the calculation is, but something like 5 times your ground speed gives you your descent rate. least you got it for your collection now, Kane. There we go. Rail's coming to work as well. Wow, we're just going to have the whole gang. Going to have the whole gang there, farmer. 3 a.m. No worries. Good night, mate. Good night, Skuzzy. Thanks for dropping by and saying hi. I do have a top of descent display in the MFD, but there is a calculation for calculating your descent rate, and I think it's. Let me have a look. I can work it out. I can work it out. Okay, so technically, your sink rate for a 3-degree glide path, which is the best descent, is 5 times your ground speed. So if your ground speed is 100 knots, then you should be descending at 500 feet per minute, right? 5 times your ground speed to get a 3-degree. Technically, at a 3-degree glide path, every 3 nautical miles, you should be descending 1,000 feet. So, alright, let's just get rid of that flight plan. Let's bring that up, and there should be a TOD on here, but there's no TOD on here because I haven't activated my my approach yet, I don't think. So there you go. That gives you that gives us our approach procedure, and it also gives us a TOD. So there we go. Lovely. Time for bed. See you, mate. Have a good one, Kane. I'll see you on Friday night. Saturday night, sorry. Yeah, and for every 3 nautical miles, you should be descending 1,000 feet. So you calculate your distance from the airport, and you set everything up so that you're descending at the correct rate. So our approach is now active. So the aircraft is flying pretty well to intercept here and turn final, hit our top of descent there, and she should start descending. This is why you don't like steam gauges. I love steam gauges, Ricardo. It's nice to get in there and, you know, and just do things a little bit manually. But you can have a good combination of, like, if you got like I've got in my Piper Warrior, the steam gauges, and then a 730 for your navigation. That's all pretty cool. All right, it has been a considerably long flight, but it's a good 30. It's a good 30 grand. This flight, so. Mac's still sitting on the ground over there. I think John will probably be relatively close by, is he? Where are you, John? Ah, over there. There we go. You still got to learn steam gauges though, Ricardo, or you'd be in strife if your navigation systems go down. All right, lovely. This seems to be working so much better now already. Just don't like them. When I learnt to fly, we only had steam gauges. I know, that's sad, isn't it?
Did you learn from Orville Wright himself?
That's according to who was it? Who was it that came on stream and said that? No worries, Christina. Yeah, the VN2 is such a good aircraft. Such a good aircraft. All right, we're getting pretty close now. Getting pretty close. We're 18 nautical miles out. Our visual approach is activated. As you can see, GPS for a visual approach. We're 6 nautical miles off our right turn onto our final, towards our straight and our final approach fix. We need to be at 4,400 by the final approach fix, which we will be. That won't be any problem at all. And 3,606 by the final approach fix. So it's all looking good. Got to be happy with that. Once we get onto our track, I'll activate the VNav mode. You sound like you like the same aircraft as me, Ricardo. Look at that. Finally, there's a little bit of undulation in the ground. We haven't seen much of that. I know it's not much, but it's there. At least we know where the airport is because Mac's sitting over there. So you can see his...
Indeed. See, I serve a purpose.
You're our beacon. You're our shining beacon, Mac. You are our shining beacon. All right, looking good. 2 nautical miles off of our right turn. We've picked up the glide path already, which means that we're nearly in the center of that. So we can almost very soon. There we go. We can probably activate our VNav right now and let the aircraft do its thing.
Sumi, I've always thought you should film a seaplane series, maybe a short one for on air, or just maybe without the apparatuses.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. All right, so we're turning final now. We've picked up our V path. I'm going to start setting the aircraft up for a landing. I'm going to drop down to about 130 knots. Bring the torque down. What's the wind out there, Mac? At the moment, it looks like we're turning into a 27 knot headwind at 070.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to tell you the wind on the ground.
Look at the windsock.
Is that on the wind shoe?
Just going to try and slow this little beast down a little bit. Should be okay for one stage. Okay, so we've definitely picked up our V path, which is good. Flaps at 10. I'm going to bring them down to 20 in a sec. Just like to get this aircraft really prepared for landing. So we want to sit on about 113 knots if we can. 110 to 113 knots on our speed. Everything's looking pretty good. Still got a 072 30 knot wind, which is pretty harsh really, isn't it? Jeez.
I wonder if good old Charlotte would be brave enough to fly around in a plane. She did a dump truck with me.
I don't know if I'd be brave enough to fly with you. Jeez. We are talking.
Graphics as a 3 to the Mike Papa, ready for landing final.
And Hotel Whiskey Lima 5.7 nautical mile final. Runway 09. That is some wind. It's going to be a bit of a tough. It might reduce a bit. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I'll try to give you a final wind call out when I'm at the ground.
Thanks, mate. All right, 107 knots, dropping through 5,000 feet. We're on track. 4.5 nautical miles out. We've got 2 stages of flaps in at the moment. Our aircraft rate, we're currently looking at 18 degrees out there. It's probably about 20 something degrees, 25 degrees on the ground. Going down into 3,000. Going to be at, what were we? 6,546 pounds. I reckon we're going to be at... We'll be down at about 5,800 pounds for landing. Landing at 66 knots. Full flaps. Okay, we'll bring our final stage of flaps in. Let the V-path glide us in. .66 knots. We'll come in at about 85, 90 knots for now. Just let the aircraft run itself. I've got visual on the runway. Currently looking at 22 knots, 21 knots, 079, 18, 17, 16 knots.
Here comes Mr. John.
So it's definitely dropping down. Getting thrown around a little bit down here. Got some nice green that we're not used to, some farm fields and stuff. That's actually pretty awesome.
I just watched a nice landing.
Okay, let's just bring some speed down a little bit. We're at 4,000.
Tree Mike Papa's clear of the runway.
And we're going to bring the autopilot off and we're going to land this ourselves.
080 at 13 knots.
080 at 13 knots, Ricardo.
I can confirm clear runway.
Got a fair bit of runway in here though. Come on, come on. Bring that speed in, bring that speed in.
I enjoyed the
68,
poppy video you made.
Slowing down a little bit too much. A little bit more power. A little bit more power. Got a 66 knot landing. Getting thrown around a little bit. Let's bring the trim up just a touch. Probably a little bit too fast at the moment. Put the left trim on. In she comes. Not a bad runway to land on actually, is it? A little bit of...
Landing time logged.
Nice landing, Simi.
Thanks, mate.
It looks pretty smooth from here.
Okay, we should be...
Here comes my man.
How far out are you, Ricardo? Right behind
He's
me.
on the ground.
Lovely. Nice work. That was a really short landing. I'm really happy with that.
Nice landing, Ricardo.
Nice work, guys. Nice work. Okay, let's bring these flaps up. I landed on the left wheel, which is good. That was actually, this is a really nice airport to land at. I like the runway. Alright, perfect. Let's get our park brakes on. And
Engine off
cut the
time
engine.
logged.
I've got to cut my engine
flight
and
is
stuff
finished.
because
It has been monitored by OnAir.
I need to drop off cargo, so let him fire down. Beautiful. Feather those props. And turn off number 2. Get rid of that air conditioning. And lights off. Parking brake is on. Autopilot's off. Altitude and nav off. And battery off. Beautiful. All right. That was nice. What have I got to flashing? Yeah, okay, yeah. Yep. All right, lovely. That was good. Let's check and make sure that our cargo is being unloaded.
You know, if you get a very hard landing on air, you let it bounce and make your second landing very soft, and you can counteract it.
You sound like you're well experienced at that. That's a good idea.
It's like dribbling a basketball.
Okay, sweet. So we've got the second stage of this flight is where we are, and we are heading to FLKK, which is Lusaka International Airport. It's only 52 nautical miles away. No, it's only 44 nautical miles away. FLNM. Let me just throw it in here. There we go. It's in chat. Is our next flight? I'm not going to put any fuel in because I've got plenty of fuel. Got all of our passengers and everything are ready to go. I'm going to go and make myself a cup of coffee. I will see you guys back here in a couple of minutes.
I'm using waypoint CT10 to get an approach on that.
Okay, back again. This one's going to be a really short hop. It's only 44 nautical miles, guys. So it's going to be an easy one to fly. Who have we got flying with us still? Max disappeared. Where's he gone?
I should be there.
I thought you were to the right of me. All right, let's fire this little beast up. Battery on. Park brake is on. Fire up our avionics. Our bus 1 is on. Beacon lights are on. Have lights on. Fuel is open. Fuel is set. Fuel pump on. Starter on. Ignition on. Looking for 16%. Bring the fuel in. Low idle. Bring the prop in. $540, 600 on the MP. Got to watch that. 56%. Should be okay. Bring the starter and the ignition. Fuel pump off. Avionics bus 2 on. And the aircraft is fired up. Okay, so we're going direct. Let's have a look at our flight plan. Let's clear the flight plan. Delete flight plan. Let's fly direct to FLKK. FLKK. Osaka International. That is confirmed. Activate that. And let's have a look at what our procedures are. Select approach. We're going to probably go into... I don't think I'm going to do an ILS. I might do an ILS. Should we do an ILS?
We can go for it.
I haven't done an ILS in this before, in the Kodiak. What's the difference between an ILS-Y and an ILS-Z? Might do a VGPS, an RNAV GPS that has LNAV and VNAV on it. And we'll go vectors, I think. Okay, perfect. Don't think we need to activate it straight away, do we? Okay, lovely. So we're going to be taking off on runway 09 again. Ricardo's already ready to go. I'm going to put my landing lights straight on, my strobe lights straight on. Landing straight on. There we go, lovely. Okay, everything else is ready to go. Going to take off with one stage of flaps. Probably 10 degrees, I reckon, will be enough. I think we're going to fly to... Probably going to fly to 5,000 feet will probably be enough for this. I don't know what the approach requires. Maybe 6,000 feet. So we'll set that. We'll set the heading to that as soon as we get up there. We're going to go flight level change, and we will be climbing out at 101 knots. If I can type that in, 101 knots. Flight level change. And we're going to go heading mode as well as soon as we get up there. Okay, lovely. We are ready to go. You guys ready to go? Okay, a little bit of right rudder.
Red 5 going in.
I'm just going to run in front of them, guys, for a sec. A little bit more right rudder for takeoff. Going to line up behind these guys. And I forgot to start the tracking on. Neo on OnAir.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
All right, whenever you guys are ready. Make sure that we are trimmed for takeoff. Just bring that forward. Probably about there is good. Everything's good. We've got right rudder trim in. Whenever you're ready, Ricardo. Okay, flaps are set for takeoff.
What's protocol for following a plane, Simi?
Just wait until he lifts off. There he goes, and you're up, mate. Okay, current weight. Temperature is 19 degrees. We're at 20 degrees, 3,000 feet, 1,560.
Rotate.
Okay, everything is ready to go. 1,560 on the torque. $2,200 on the RPM. A little bit high on the torque. That'll be all right.
I'm using 47 degrees to get to the correct entrance path.
And airspeed's active. 60 knots.
Airborne time logged.
And up we go. Flaps up again. Keep our eye on that torque. And we'll sync our vertical speed. I'm going to have to bring the rudder trim to center. There we go. That should be alright. And we'll hit our heading as well, and we should be on track. We should be on track. Everything's going alright. Let's bring the torque's looking good. We'll just confirm that our speed's looking alright. Flaps are up. And we're climbing out at near our 101.
Simi, do you have a visual on Ricardo?
I do, yes. Just going to line up on our nav. There's a lot of nice round fields here, isn't there? That looks so awesome.
I think he's going higher.
He's above you, yeah. He's sitting at 6,600, around 6,600 feet. Okay, everything's looking good there. We're getting to our 6,000 feet. I'm just going to bring the torque down to about 2140. Beautiful. About 1440 on the 1440 to 1450 on the torque. RPM at 2150, 1450 on the torque. That should be okay. All right, lovely. Okay, so we are, what are we? We're 40 nautical miles out, so we'll set our approach up very, very soon. Max hugging the ground down there. Although you're at 5,000 feet, so you're relatively close.
I thought we chose 5,000 feet for some reason.
What direction are you flying in?
47. I'm aimed at a waypoint that lines up 10 miles out.
Ah, okay, perfect.
It's CI10. It's a pre-selected waypoint for the airport.
Vectors, enter, enter. So we're going to have to be at 5,500 on our final approach fix. Change our altitude to 5,500.
We're not going to track near each other because you guys are flying straight to it.
We're kind of. I'm doing a an RNAV approach, so. All right, beautiful. Although she does seem to be. Rather than nav, I'm going to go into heading mode. I'm actually going to intercept that way. That's a little bit better. Perfect. Get thrown around by the wind a little bit though. Looks like Ricardo's headed in the same direction as me. Might actually bring us around just a little bit more. There we go, perfect. You should start learning the G1000 Mac so that you can put in your approaches and stuff, so you can activate and enter your approaches and everything.
That would be nice.
Right, so we're not too high. It's been nice to see a little bit of a change in scenery to what we're used to out here in Africa. Seen some of these fields and stuff, some of these farm fields and everything. Crops in the ground. It's pretty awesome. Got there's a little bit of undulation in the ground over there, which as well as is awesome as well.
Good use of the word undulation.
Thank you.
Lusaka Center Hotel Whiskey Lima is type 9er miles northwest of Foxtrot Lima Kilo Foxtrot, 6,000 feet. Request flight following.
Hotel Whiskey Lima Lusaka Center. Squawk 1244.
1244. There we go.
Hotel Whiskey Lima radar contact 10 miles north of Foxtrot Lima Kilo Foxtrot, 6,000 feet.
I like the Citation has a speed brake so you can descend easier.
They do. All jets
Roger,
do.
Hotel Whiskey Lima.
So I've been trying out air traffic control mods and add-ons for Flight Sim, and the one that I found that I liked the most was Pilot to ATC. But I've been having a few problems with it, so doesn't look like Africa, does it, Christina? But they're obviously putting a little bit of water in there compared to what we're used to. We're about to fly over the top of Mac. About to fly directly over the top of him. So yeah, Pilot to ATC wasn't too bad because you actually get to speak your ATC and it recognises your voice and everything. It was
I hope that was a Coke you poured out of the window.
But it was no, it wasn't. Sorry, buddy. But it was it's relatively expensive and it was really hard to get going and it didn't work properly all the time and there was a lot of messing around with it and quite a few bugs and everything. So I did a 10-day free trial on it, and so I think I'm just going back to the normal Microsoft air traffic control for now. But it was nice to be flying and actually verbally speaking and talking to air traffic control. It was actually pretty cool. We should be able to bring our heading around just a touch. Sort of head direct to Atuli.
Spurk and Lickspin must be doing some damage on their accounts for construction sim.
They still on there?
Yeah, they must have built New York City.
I think they're on. I think they're on Spurk's map. I think.
I'm right at some massive digging right now.
Gotta love massive digging. Okay, we are getting thrown around a bit. There's like a 29 knot wind up here, but at least we know that it's a bit better down below.
Is that what keeps throwing me off course?
No, that's your piloting, Mac. That's your piloting. There's a Pac-Man, look. There's a Pac-Man field. See that, Christina? Chomping on a pill. A couple of pills in front of it with the Pac-Man. That's awesome. We've got a lot of round fields here. Of rotational irrigation lines on those. Alright, 6,000 feet. Altimeter's still correct.
Contact Wasako approach on 120.1. Good day.
Excellent.
Going to 120.1 Hotel Whiskey Lima.
Coming into a city now. Yeah, that's Lusaka, I think, the city.
Lusaka approach Hotel Whiskey Lima, 6,000 feet.
Hotel Whiskey Lima Lusaka approach altimeter 30.00. Continue as planned.
3000. Lovely. That's okay. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do as well, Christina. I'm trying to take it slow. Trying to take it slow. How you going there, Ricardo? You'd be getting pretty close, wouldn't you? Conan Exiles. What's Conan Exiles like with the update and stuff? Good? I might have to get Hokey back into that. Almost in final. Beautiful.
Yeah, I keep getting blown off course. It has to be some strong wind.
Okay, so if we check what weather we're expecting. (110) at 7 knots. Frequency for runway 10 ILS is 1103. Gonna go into nav mode now. (1103). Let's make sure that we're at 1103. 11030. Let's swap that over. There we go, and it's identified as LO on there. The magic stuff seems like it's done well. Oh, did they add magic? Okay. So we should start turning soon. Very, very soon. Ah, nice. That's pretty cool. All right, there we go. Turning. Going to go into. I'm going to start slowing the aircraft down a little bit now. And bring it into VNAV mode. Nearest airport.
Tower Hotel Whiskey Lima, 13 miles west, 6,000 feet to land.
Okay, lovely.
Hotel Whiskey Lima Tower. Altimeter 30.011 wind 101 at 8. Fly straight in runway 10.
Excellent.
Fly straight in runway 10 Hotel Whiskey Lima.
Get set up. We'll put in one stage of flaps. A lot of sacrificing people to get their... Oh, nice. Problem is, if Hokey and I start playing that again, we will just be here every night for hours and hours just playing that, Christina. That's the problem. All right, lovely. Everything's going well. Need to bring a little bit of power in. Maintain about 117 knots will be good. It is. It certainly is. We played so many hours pre-YouTube days. We played so many hours of that, Christina.
Max on final.
Whereabouts are you? Can't see you. Where are you? I can't see you on my
8 miles west, approximately. I'm coming in on a 101 course.
Oh, yeah, you're in front of me. You're about hitting my TOD, I think. Just going to bring the throttle down just a touch. Bring in the second stage of flaps. A little bit more throttle. Just about to hit my top of descent now. How many friends you playing it with, Christina? At once? Like how many of you were on at once?
Assuming that clear to go ahead of you?
You are ahead of me, aren't you?
I don't have your visuals, why I'm asking.
I don't have yours either. I don't know where you are. Yeah, you are ahead of me.
Approximately 6 nautical miles east of the west of this airport.
Yeah, you're ahead of me and below me quite a lot. You're about to head over the big circle field. 4 to 5 of you, that's pretty cool. Must be fun. Okay, so we've got the right speed. We are in VNAV mode. It should settle itself. Altitude, let's go into alright, autopilot off. Let's take over. Lovely. We have visual. We should get our landing clearance soon. Everything is
Where I
set.
struggle the absolute most.
Clear to land runway 10.
Okay, that's our landing clearance.
Cleared to land runway 10 Hotel Whiskey Lima.
My approach speed's about 74 knots. I'm dead on the runway.
I'm approaching at like 105 knots, so I'm going to fly over the top of you.
I'll land on the taxiway to the left.
8 to 10, wow. That would have been pretty fun, yeah. And everybody's kind of given up on it a little bit. Okay, lovely. coming in quite well. You might have to do a go around, Mac. Everything's looking pretty good. We're a little bit above our glide path. Only a little bit, so that's all right. Ooh,
Are you lined up on the left runway?
there is no left runway, is there? It's a taxiway. There's only one runway. All right, final stage of flaps. Bring the aircraft speed down.
21 knots.
090 at 21 knots. You shitting me? Got quite the wind there. Ricardo's in already. He's been in. He's probably having his lunch by now. He's probably already in the cafe. He's probably already got his coffee. A little bit high. She doesn't want to drop. Come on, come on. A little bit of slippage, and a freeze there. There we go. Bring her in. Bring her in, slow her down.
Stay on the left, Simi.
Landing time logged.
Oh, that was a bit hard. That was a little bit hard. Bring our flaps up. Roll out to the left. You right behind me, Mac, are you?
Hotel Whiskey Lima turn, next taxiway.
Another butterfly landing. Okay, off we go.
Hotel Whiskey Lima contact ground on 118.1.
We'll acknowledge that.
118.1 Hotel Whiskey Lima.
Alright, I don't think we'll contact ground, but what we will do is we'll turn our taxi lights on. Turn our landing lights off. And strobe lights off as well. And we'll just roll through to parking just there. Whereabouts did you park over there? I'm going to come and park next to you there, Ricardo. All right, another job done. I think that was a little bit of a hard landing there. Well, at least it
We
wasn't.
basically landed side by side, but I didn't want to mess with your OCD.
You're getting better at landing though, Mac.
I come in
She
too low all the
She
time.
does sink like a rock. She does sink like a rock if you do that. Okay, we are in. Brakes on. And cut the engine.
Engine off time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
Excellent. And that was a good double leg job, that one.
You should need the aileron when you're taxiing, huh?
If you've got strong crosswinds, then you should always turn your aileron and turn your wings into the wind. So if you've got a strong wind coming from the left, you should have your yoke right to the left to try and prevent the wind from picking up your left wing. There he goes. He's in. Okay, that is good. That is on. Second of those off. Probe. Beacon. Bus 2.
Know any good restaurants in Lucasa?
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to find one. Well, Ricardo was here before us, so he can probably he probably has already seen he's probably already seen what the best is. Have you found a nice coffee shop there? There he is. Didn't realize you were so good looking. Did not.
You know, mi casa is Lucasa.
Safari wings. Beautiful. All right, there you go. That was good. It's actually it is pretty nice flying out here. It is pretty nice flying out and in Africa doing some bush flying. So, but you also get to come into some larger airports like this one. Christina says, "Mac, please." That was good. That was a nice flight. It's also nice flying this Kodiak, isn't it, Ricardo? Oh. It's a once you start getting used to flying it, it's a pretty good aircraft to fly. So, yeah, it's really, really nice. Where's Mac? Mac's disappeared. He's gone. He disappeared. So anyway, got a couple of got to 29,000 tonight for today. 29,000 for it did say that my landing rate was smooth, so that was good. Landing speed 63 knots, probably a little bit slow for our weight.
My third bounce was good.
Landing G 0.88 and 200 feet per minute on the landing rate, which isn't too bad. Could be a little bit better, but not too bad. But that's earned me $30,000 for the company, so that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. You stream at night, you can't help yourself. Yeah, I know. It's bizarre, isn't it? It is bizarre. I don't know. I hope it's been nice for you guys for me to stream at this particular time. Yeah. Because it's certainly different for me. It's certainly different for me streaming at this time, like starting to stream at 10 in the morning. It's now quarter to, or 10 to 1, so, which isn't too bad. But thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
And thank you, Ricardo, for flying with me. Thanks, Mac, as always, for flying with me and for being such a big supporter of the channel. Need to go to sleep now. Yes, you do. See you next time. Thanks, Ricardo. I will see you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Ciao. That was fun, Mac.